3, being a doctor is a job. It's an incredible job. It's one of the most respected jobs in the world, but it's a job. At the end of the day, when you leave the hospital, put the white coat away and take care of yourself, because you can't take care of anybody else if you don't take care of yourself first.
So is Jake right that, being a doctor is a job? You come home, you go hang up your coat, take care of yourself. I think it depends on the specialty. So I do family medicine and sports medicine. I've been practicing for about 22 years now. For family medicine, I'd say no. It's at least a 6-day-a-week job, and a lot of times 7 days. I am never off this computer. I'll tell you, this computer is everyone has access to me. So right now, I have numerous patient calls. So those are whatever the patient called the nurse about, and they got sent to me. Numerous test results I have to go through, refill requests, patient advice requests, which are emails. So people can email you any day of the week, any time, any hour, and you get to look at them and then try to decipher, what do you do? Do they need to come in? Can you answer their questions? Sometimes there's 4 to 5 questions that they ask in this big email, which is quite extensive. And then there's hospital charts that I need to look at, and that's from people who go to the hospital or the immediate care, and I want to look at them, and they're my patients, and see why the heck they went, what happened to them. So not only that, then there's prior authorizations, and that's if you want to get an MRI done, and I ordered the MRI because I thought it was necessary, but the insurance says, nah, we don't really think it is. They want me to call and talk to their doctor about this. So then when do I have time to do that? They close at 5 p.m. usually, so I either do it during my lunchtime, or if I have a day off during the week or got home early, I will do that. Remember, all of this stuff that I just talked about is unreimbursed. You get no reimbursement for any of this. You get reimbursed for seeing patients in the office when they come in, and then you bill them. And it's not all about money, but after a while you kind of feel like, your time is not valued at all. I mean, why should I spend 18 to 21 hours a week at home when, I can be learning how to play guitar, play with my kids, do something. But you just can't. Medicine requires all your time, all your effort, and patients want their test results. You just can't wait a week and do it. And you can't do it the next day, because the next day there's going to be more test results that have come in, more messages that have come in. So you just can't pawn things off for the next day. We're not like Congress, but if you did tests on these patients, you're going to have to get back to them on their test results. And these test results can be abnormal. So what happens if your liver function tests are elevated? Why are they elevated? Are you a drinker? Are you not a drinker? I need to order more tests. Do I need to order an ultrasound? Do I need to order other tests that could tell me why the liver function tests were elevated? So there's so many other things that go into this. So it's not, now that you're already done with that office visit, you still have to chart on the patient. And then when that's all over, maybe the next day or the day after, the test results come in, and you have to look at that. So sometimes it's much easier choosing a different specialty than family medicine. Family medicine, you will be doing test results, chart review, refills, patient messages, nurse messages. It is never ending. I spend 2.5 hours to 3 hours at home after work, sitting here on my front porch and doing test results and messages and completing the charts. And I just get to see my neighbors playing with their kids, riding bikes, exercising. But this is my thing. But when you have so many test results and so many messages coming through, it just never ends. So I don't know. I've never put away that coat when I get home. I wish I could take care of myself. I wish I could see my kids more. I wish I could play with them more. I wish I could do a lot of things more. So, I mean, some of the things that you'll like about family medicine is that you get to speak with patients, get to meet their families, get to take care of their families. And a lot of times they'll say, hey, I want my family to see you, which is just the best thing a patient can say to you. It's challenging, which is great because I like a challenge. I want to know what the diagnosis is. I want to try to figure out the diagnosis for the patient. I want them to feel better. I want to make them better. So those are some great things about family medicine. And you get to see, really from birth to death, honestly, you get to see everybody. So you'll get some satisfaction out of family medicine, but man, it takes away you. You soon realize that you're just a doctor, and that's it. You don't really know how to do anything else. You don't do anything else. All you do is work. When you get up at 6:30 and you go to bed at midnight or 1 because you finally completed stuff. That's just wrong. And doing all this work that people think that you should do for free and it's unreimbursed is just sad. It really is quite sad. And after 22 years, I'm exhausted. I'm working harder now than I've ever worked. If you're planning on going into family medicine, I hope this information